Here's the deal. The total New York City budget for 2023 is over $100 billion, which is larger than the budgets for all but 7 US states and territories, and is more than the total budgets for more than 2/3 of the countries around the world. All of this money means that someone needs to look after it, and that is what we are discussing today. The word on screen has 3 pronunciations that you will hear: Comptroller, Comptroller, and Controller. Following strict traditional pronunciation rules, Controller is the quote-unquote correct way to say the word. The discrepancy between how the word is spelled and how it is traditionally pronounced comes from a Middle English term and a French word being mistakenly combined 500 years ago. Comptroller is how the position is most commonly pronounced, given how it appears to readers. And Comptroller is a pronunciation you will also hear from time to time. As far as I am concerned, these are all fine ways to pronounce this word. For consistency and accessibility's sake, I am going to be pronouncing it as Comptroller for the duration of this video, but please be aware that others may pronounce it differently. Comptroller is a citywide elected position with a 4-year term. Although comptrollers are on the same ballot as the public advocate and the mayor, the office of comptroller is intended to be independent. You see, the comptroller is supposed to be both a financial advisor and an auditor for the city. The city comptroller has the power to investigate any entity, public or private, that receives public funding. These audits determine not just if money is being wisely spent, but also if the result of the money being spent is achieving its goals. There are 2 annual reports that the comptroller is mandated to release. The first comes out by the 1st of March, which details all of the audits conducted during the previous fiscal year. The second report must come out within 4 months after the close of the fiscal year, which lays out the financial status of the city. The comptroller has the responsibility of issuing and selling bonds to support the needs of the city. The office also has the responsibility of monitoring the city's debt levels and credit rating, as well as refinancing measures. On a monthly basis, the comptroller must give all citywide agencies a summary of their financial accounts. If the comptroller has objections to a city contract because they perceive that corruption is involved, they can publicly object to it. The mayor must then formally respond to the objection, although the mayor has the final say on whether the contract is to be dissolved. All citywide agencies must be audited at least once every 4 years. If a citywide agency is either abusing its privileges or mismanaging its finances, the comptroller can recommend limiting this agency's privileges to the audit committee. You see, the audit committee is made up of the comptroller, the mayor, and 4 private citizens with experience in finance. These private citizens are appointed by the mayor, although 2 must be recommended by the comptroller. In the event that the city of New York is likely to face a lawsuit, the comptroller also has the ability to negotiate settlements to avoid lengthy and expensive court battles. Last, the comptroller manages the pension systems for retired city employees. This includes the New York City Employees Retirement System, the Teachers Retirement System of the City of New York, the New York City Police Pension Fund, the New York City Fire Pension Fund, and the New York City Board of Education Retirement System. Let's review. The comptroller, sometimes pronounced controller or comptroller, is a citywide 4-year elected position. The main responsibilities of the comptroller include auditing and producing reports on the city's finances, maintaining city bonds and pension funds, and settling legal disputes that may lead to a lawsuit.